Hey, what's up guys, how are you today? Welcome to my vlog. Just bombing down on those roads right now. So yeah, I'm in a different place right now, just going around some places, and today's vlog is going to be about the stuff I changed on my Suzuki, like I promised last week. But before that, I would like to do a correction in my previous video about the camera, and since it appears that stabilization works only with 115 degrees of field of view. I don't know why, because today I changed, this is 2.7K 60 frames per second, and I turned on stabilization and it should be there, but it's not. So I had a look at the settings while the stabilization is on, and it only showed me stabilization of the image while under, what was it called, under 115 degrees field of view, and I obviously don't want that. I want 140 wide lens. Obviously that's what I want, because you can see my bike and everything, and my helmet. Now with 115 degrees you won't even see my helmet, because the camera is going to be focused forwards kind of thing. So yeah, stabilization is not usable to me. That's all. So that's the correction I'm making. Basically I thought it's going to be useful for 2.7K or something, but it is on right now, and as far as I'm aware it only works 115 degrees. I don't know why, because I checked and it's like on 100 degrees it was 100 frames per second on 128p, sorry, not 100, 1080p, right? It was 100 frames per second, and it was there stabilization for some reason, as far as I remember, and I'm sure there was a stabilization on I don't know, mate, it's like, it's weird. But yeah, as far as I'm aware right now, it's correction, right? Stabilization is applied to 115 degrees field of view, right? And I don't want that, obviously. I want 140 degrees, so you have wider kind of lens and everything. Now I'm sure why they did that is because 115 degrees, well, it's a smaller lens. Let me close the helmet. It's a smaller lens, right? So smaller degrees of view, and so stabilization is kind of more useful there, whereas 140, like wide lens, you have less of a jiggle and everything because of the wide lens, so the effect itself, you know, kind of makes it less jiggly. I'd still prefer to have it on 140, but oh well, right? Anyway, today's topic is gonna be what I changed on my Suzuki that I was talking about for a month, and that is heated grips. You can see them, brand new heated grips, controller, heated grip, yes, good. So I have, oh, smells like shit, nice. Full motherfuckers, man. Anyway, let me tell you the struggles of this bike. Let me tell you the struggles, man. Let me tell you something. Like, I have two throttle cables, right? I have two throttle cables right here, there. Usually bikes have one. Now, changing your heated grips on bike that has one throttle cable is piss poor easy, man. It's such an easy job, so easy. With two, it's a struggle. I was struggling, mate. I was literally struggling for half an hour just to put this shit back on. I was struggling to take it off, but that does not compare to the struggle I was going through just to put the throttle pipe on. Mate, that was struggle. And also, mind you, because I want to use the old heated grips, now the left hand side came off no problem. Like this hand side, no problems, came off. Like I just pulled it off, that's it. No prying, no nothing, just pulled it off. Almost effortless. That's fine. The right hand side, once I took out the throttle pipe, the struggle began. Because I needed to save that old heated grip for my small bike, for my Lex Moto. That's what I wanted to do, that was the plan. Yeah, I struggled for like a half an hour, if not more, just to take it off. Literally half an hour. I have some pictures. I will show you some pictures while I'm riding. I'll crack that open a bit because it's like I'm dying over here. And yeah, I'll show you some pictures. I don't have a lot of them, but just, you know, a few pictures just so you can visualize, you know, that I have my tank lifted and stuff like that. It's that kind of stuff. So I could go exploring of it. I think that's a private road right there. Stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get distracted in it. Proper lean and proper. So yeah, it was a half an hour at least spent on removing the old heated grip. Mate, seriously. That's a nice rope right there. Half an hour. And I had to use like a feeler gauge. If you don't know what feeler gauge is, if you want to see what's the distance in your spark plug, the spark plug should have a specific kind of gap. That's what you use in order to measure that gap. It's a feeler gauge. So I had to use my feeler gauge in order to like push it in between two plastics. So you have throttle pipe, which is plastic, and then you have the heated grip, which has plastic inside. So outside you have rubber, and inside is plastic. As you can see, I didn't have to cut it this time. So yeah, I had to struggle with that for a while, but pry it open with like a screwdriver and stuff like that, like from this side, like pry it out, some kind of, you know, remove it. And I finally did, like a half an hour later, something like that. It was a struggle. Literally, my hands were killing me after that adventure with that heated grip, man. And then, you know, just go through the motion to put everything back in. I kind of put the cables in and stuff like that. It's like, it's much easier. I didn't change the bracket because the bracket is the same thing and it's already bent into shape, so I don't need a new bracket. I can just put the new bracket onto the Lex motor. It doesn't matter to me. Like, a new bracket is not gonna change anything. You cannot see that bracket anyway. But yeah, everything's changed and everything's working, right? Yeah, the throttle cable itself, that was a struggle with the where the hell are you going, mate? That was a struggle with the heated grip, like removing it. Now once I removed the throttle pipe, which wasn't easy, let's call it, removing the throttle pipe was not easy. That's not the problem. No, the problem was putting it back on. Like I said, I had bikes fucking Suzuki, two cables, throttle cables going into the same thing, and they have specific orientation, so you cannot just put them any way you like. No. The throttle pipe has a specific orientation. That's how you have to put them, right? So this goes on top, this one goes on bottom. It has to go that way, really. Otherwise your throttle will walk different way. Kind of thing. So you see the problem, right? Anyway, so yeah, I put in the first cable, the top cable, right? I have to twist the throttle, so I put in the cable, the throttle cable, right? It's a fly of some sort. Put in the throttle cable, have to twist the throttle in order to put the second one. I twist the throttle as much as I can with the cable already, this cable already attached. I twist the throttle and the throttle pipe and everything. I twist it, and the cable's too fucking short. Like, how the fuck is that possible, man? Just took it off this bike. Like, I didn't cut it or anything, and motherfucker's too short. It's like, I have no idea how I can't put it in. So the struggle began, and it's like, basically, yeah, okay, where this cable goes, okay, to the throttle body. Okay, so the throttle body is literally in the guts of the fucking engine, underneath the airbox. So you have the tank and an airbox underneath, and then you have fucking throttle assembly. No, the cable goes all the way there and onto the side of throttle assembly to the guts, like next to the engine. But I have bars. The whole bike is like naked, so you know has bars at the side. There's no fucking way you can put your hand in there. Literally barely, there's a nut holding, two nuts holding both throttle cables. I barely fucking put that hand in there and undo that nut. Literally barely. And it's like any spanner you want, nope, just nopes out of the existence, mate. These spanners, mate, they don't want to cooperate. I don't want to go. No, I want to go straight. Okay. So yeah, so just noped out of existence and just allowed me. Okay, let me be fair. Allowed me. That spanner allowed me to loosen the nut, and I undid it with my hand. But let me tell you, mate, it's like, oh my god, that was bad, man. So yeah, I undid it, finally fixed it. You have no idea how happy I was once I finally fixed that thing, that throttle body. It took me a good while, man. It took me half an hour, if not more, just to fix that. Just to put this plastic inside that tube, right? This plastic into this casing and attach two cables. Over half an hour, mate. If you think about it, like, you're just putting two cables and closing this with two screws. That's it. Over half an hour, if not like a lot over half an hour. I would say even 40 minutes, mate. Just change. But yeah, it's done, man. I'm not changing those heated grips for another 5 or 6 years. I'm not changing it, or forever, mate. I'm moving this bike to a warmer climate or something. I don't know. Like shit, man. Like that was bad. Yeah, and that was at it. I also cleaned my chain and changed the back brakes braking fluid. So that's brand new, pretty much. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. I also bought a lot of crap for my bike, for this bike. So I bought a lot of crap to change, and I will be changing that stuff probably next month. So I have oil filter, air filter. What else I have? Oh, I have those bleeding nipples. I bought brand new bleeding nipples because the ones on the bike, when you bleed your brakes, basically, I bought new ones because the ones I have, they're already kind of rusty and everything. So I thought, oh, okay, I'm just gonna, it's not expensive, and while I'm ordering some shit, I will have to pay for the delivery anyway. I might as well just order that and just, have it. So I ordered that. I ordered some grommets and stuff like that, just in case I don't miss any. But I ordered some just in case, have them. Maybe I can change them to freshen up the old ones or something. I don't know. Maybe use them on the next motor or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then change all the filters and everything, stuff like that. So it's gonna be alright. But that's gonna be next month, and I'll probably update you guys. It's like oh, and the coolant. Yes, I have coolant as well. I bought that. So it's like full service, but I don't change the spark plugs very often because I have the iridium spark plugs, basically. So yeah, I don't need to change them very often. That's the advantage, I suppose, but really doesn't matter. Like, they're good still. Like, there's no problem with spark plugs yet. I'll have to change them probably next year or something. It's like, it's been a while. But yeah, that's pretty much my update. And a small note, I have a small note for you guys. Sadly can't one. Well, it is what it is at this stage, but another note is that people didn't go to vote. So in my borough, and they measured by 3 boroughs altogether, kind of thing. But it's like my borough and 2 adjacent boroughs or something like that. Like, only less than 40% people went to vote. Literally, less than 40% of people went to vote. And what do you expect, mate? So what did you expect? So for those people who didn't go to vote but they complain, well, you have no right to complain, to be honest, because it's like, what the fuck, man? You cannot complain. If you don't go for a vote and then someone else wins, like you didn't expect them to win or something, it's like, well, it's your fucking problem, mate. It's your own issue, mate, because I went to vote, and it's not like a lot of people went. I asked at work, and a lot of people went, oh, I forgot, oh, I wasn't bothered. Well, if you weren't bothered, then don't fucking complain, mate. It's like, seriously. It's like, if you get paid per mile, although he said, like Sadiq Khan said, he's not doing a pay per mile. Okay, but it's like, he might change his mind, it doesn't matter. But if he does, you have no right of complaining, because you wasn't even bothered going to actually vote. There you go, I suppose. There's nothing you can complain about. I went to vote. obviously you can tell, but I didn't vote for Sadiq Khan. Who I vote for doesn't matter. I obviously didn't want to vote for Sadiq Khan. But you have like 8 different people to vote for or something like that, so you have choices. But like I said, you know, like people didn't even bother to go to vote. Like I'm not saying they had to vote not for Sadiq or for Sadiq or whatever, but they didn't even bother go voting. So I don't see why they should be able to complain at this stage. Like if you are not bothered, then any changes that happen, you should not be bothered either, because it's like you don't give a shit. And my brother was the same. It's like, you registered to vote. Yes, I am, obviously. So why didn't you go to vote? Oh, I forgot. Well, then you're a fucking idiot, mate. If they do something, if they change something in your council, because you have you can vote for your council kind of thing, right? Not just for the mayor. Well, then don't fucking come over to me and like complain or something, mate. It's like, it's your own problem at this stage. So yeah, that's a small note I wanted to add for the future. You know, I don't know what to expect, to be honest. So, oh well, and the lol. There you go. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, isn't it? It's gonna be interesting. What can I say, man? Well, I did stuff next week. Next week, I think I'm gonna do the mystery video. If it's gonna be nice weather, and I'm repeating that all the time. But I did change my heated grips eventually, so you're gonna get that video. Don't worry about that. It's just, you know, I need to get to it. I need to go do it. That's a nice Harley, that is. Oh, you bastard. Where is gonna go? So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. So that's that video. Oh yeah, and new what's it called, the video quality is going to be different this time. So I suppose, you know, I can do vlogs in because I had to think about it, and it's like I can do vlogs in 2.7K because I'm not going anywhere far. Once I'm going anywhere far, I'm going on my trip, and probably next month I'm going already on the trip. It's kind of not set in stone yet, but it's already kind of set in stone. So that it's my priority, mate. It's not set in stone, but it's set in stone, mate. kind of thing. So yeah, I'm going on holiday. So yeah, it's gonna be holiday, man. It's gonna be holiday. I think I'm turning over here, isn't it? Yeah, I am. And now I'm using some horsepower. So yeah, that's gonna be wind noise now. So I'm literally just gonna finish the video here. You got most of the updates and stuff like that. And next week I'm hoping to do that video I was talking about for a month now. But you get to see some new stuff on my bike, which is the heated grips, and the rest of the stuff, you know, it's gonna follow kind of, you know, the oil changes and stuff like that. That follow whatever when I'm done with them, probably next month. And then next month probably a trip already, so it's fine. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you on next week, probably my next video vlog, probably video or vlog. I don't know. So yeah, blast out, have a nice one.